Okay guys, today we're meeting Nick. We're here in the east side of Pretoria. So he's going to show us his really amazing animals. So let's just give him a knock.
Hello. How are you guys doing?
Hey Nick, how are you?
No, good.
This is Nick. He's gonna show us
Nice
some
to meet you
exotic
guys.
animals. So what are you doing?
Alrighty. Yeah, no, just upstairs. All of the snakes are up there. So if you'd like to, okay.
Yeah, no, let's follow you then.
Alright.
All right.
So Nick, walk us through your collection here, man.
Jeez. Okay. So yeah, we've got a lot going on over here. This top cage, Dumeral's boa from Madagascar.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, we'll take them all out shortly. We'll do a little bit of video of all of them.
So there are no guys that can bite me, right?
All of them can bite you, of course. All of them can bite you. But yeah, no, look, we put a lot of effort in with our animals to make sure that they are as tame as can be. You must remember that at the end of the day, they're still wild animals.
Of course.
They are still going to bite you, but I'll make sure that we take every precaution. I've taken a lot of bites so that I know how not to get you bitten. So yeah, no, really, you won't have to worry about getting bitten. But yeah, they all do have teeth. We only have one venomous animal here. It's tucked away in that corner, so don't worry, I won't take that one out for you.
Okay, that's okay.
But yeah, no. Madagascan ground boa over there. Then we've got the corn snake in this cage, busy saying hello over there.
Oh man. So why do they call it a corn snake?
So in the American cornfields, they've developed this adaptation that they've got these checkered patterns on their stomach to kind of blend in with the corn for their predators, right?
Oh, okay.
None of the ones that we have that checkered pattern because they've been genetically bred. A lot of the business with reptiles in South Africa is genetics. You're looking for albinism or you're looking for different stripes or whatever the case may be. So yeah,
so they breed them for aesthetics.
Exactly. So yeah, this one specifically is an albino, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, an albino. And then also even this jungle jaguar carpet python.
What is it called? A jungle jaguar carpet? That's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful. Yeah, it's again genetics. If you look at what these guys look like naturally in the wild, they're brown and almost look like a carpet, an old carpet. But yeah, look, they bred this one to have these really nice bands that go across, and you can see some of these X's over here. So where G got her name from is because she actually has the letters on her body, the X, I, and H from these bands.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
So she has the X, I, H.
Yeah, I'll show you now when I take her out. Yeah, no, she's
so was that intentional from the breeder to say, I want to create a pattern like this?
Exactly.
Can they do that?
Yeah, no. So I mean, with everything you can breed for exactly what you want. You want brighter colors, but yeah, for the most part with reptiles, you are breeding for codominant mutations. So mutations that are passed down from the parents.
Okay.
So, sometimes you can do it that you want a brighter animal every time, but most of the time, that jungle jaguar, you can breed it to a normal carpet python, and 50% of them will come out jungle jaguar carpet pythons. Okay. Then the rest will come out normal looking. Yeah, here we've got another corn snake. This is
where is this one?
He's in his little hide over there.
Oh, see the head there.
Yeah, no, they're all very excited to see what's going on inside here.
Can they tell that they're not used to us?
But not as humans specifically, but we have been putting in a little bit effort today just to make sure the cages are neat and tidy as much as they can be. So they think they're getting food. So they're all a little bit aware of what's going on at the moment.
And who's in here?
Nobody's in there. No. So we've got a few empty cages. But yeah, this is our prized position over here.
Ooh.
So in here is a reticulated python. They grow to be the world's largest snake, around 9 meters.
Isn't that the anaconda?
So anacondas are the heaviest bodies.
Oh, the heaviest.
But they don't get as long as reticulated pythons get.
Okay.
But yeah, this boy is really gorgeous.
Oh my.
He's so beautiful. Look at the muscles on his head, man.
Oh my.
No.
Looks like a piece of art. Is it a he or a she?
This is a boy. His name's James. There we go. So what I just did there was tapped him with the hook on his head. So
why did you do that?
once you tap them on the head, what I've trained them to do is now they know, okay, it's not food.
Okay.
If I open that cage door and he doesn't get that tap, he knows there's food coming for him.
Okay, so you can train a snake.
They're very intelligent, especially these reticulated pythons. You wouldn't believe how intelligent they are. It's kind of difficult to judge how intelligent they are. We don't have any means to
any measure of it.
exactly. But yeah, no, these guys are really, they are amazing animals.
This thing is heavy, dude. Oh, this thing is heavy.
But yeah, now he's in the mood of, you're just a treat to me, I'm gonna climb you. So yeah, you don't even have to worry about him. He's chilled. But yeah, you'll feel how muscular he is.
He does.
He's just muscle.
He feels like a brick, man. Do you want to feel him?
No.
A lot of the breeders out there will just try and pump food into them to get them bigger to actually breed. But with all of our animals...
Oh, and he's strong.
He's very strong. Yeah, no, if he holds on to you, you're not going to be able to get him to get off of you. If he wants to hold on, you're not going to get him off.
Baby,
So how
just
old
face
is this
me.
guy?
He's about 3 years old now.
Just lift the head there for me just so I can hold it.
So yeah, he's about 3 years old now. He's got a little bit of dwarfism in him, so he won't reach the full 9-meter potential. But yeah, with these reticulated pythons, very rarely will you get them to actually reach their 9-meter potential unless they're specifically from the islands, the locality specific.
Where
ones.
is this guy from
So
originally?
they're from Southeast Asia.
Okay.
So yeah, they're a couple of islands.
He looks beautiful, man.
Yeah, no,
Is he
he's
shedding?
No, he's just, because he's so massive, his scales sometimes, when he coils up, they sometimes peel back. He's on a mission now. Yeah, they're very active snakes.
Oh,
Are there any areas on his body we shouldn't be touching? Perhaps those would aggravate him?
No, so like I said, we put in a lot of effort with these guys. When you're trying to train a reptile, the only way to do it is like sensitivity. You need to touch him anywhere and everywhere to make sure that nothing is irritating to them.
And he's used to being touched, right?
Everywhere.
Yo, he feels like plastic. He does not feel like anything. Oh, he's going home.
Yeah, no, look, with these guys, you can leave the cage door open and he'll know where home is.
So snakes have a homing instinct?
100%.
I had no idea. I thought they were just animals that just roam.
No, look, these guys are very intelligent. I had a Burmese python in this cage recently. Unfortunately passed away. But yeah, no, I would let her roam free, and then she knows where her bread is buttered. She comes home because she knows if she tries to escape this cage, she's not going to be getting her rabbits anymore, getting the heat.
They eat rabbits.
Yeah, no, when they get bigger, they start eating rabbits. I even had to start doing baby pigs. It does get to a point.
Can this guy have a whole baby pig?
This guy will be able to take down an antelope when he's fully grown.
Yo.
Yeah, there are videos on the internet. So in Asia, they have a big problem with them allegedly attacking kids and eating kids. Yeah, there's been a report of eating a full-grown male. So when they get big, they do have the opportunity to do it.
So is this the same snake as Car from the Jungle Book?
No.
He's not. Oh, this is beautiful, man. And what are those things on his? Because I see he's got like...
Okay, that's a great question. So those are what they call heat-sinking pits. All pythons have them. It's how they differentiate between what's hot and what's cold. So when they see prey that's at a certain body temperature, they know, okay, that's food and that's not a rock. Their eyesight's not great. So those little pits on their nose, those are for heat sinking. But yeah, pythons specifically have those. Other snakes don't necessarily have them.
So it's not a snake thing, it's a python thing.
Yeah, look, some other snakes also have it, but like corn snakes, you'll see they don't have anything like that. They rely solely on their smell. So yeah, this is our other corn snake. You'll see how different this one is from that one that you saw over there. Just genetics. And yeah, this is our fully grown boy. Let me see if I can take him out.
Do snakes number 2?
Oh yeah, no, they do. So they produce something called the urate, this hard white blob, similar to pee, but they pee as well. And then they...
Is it this thing?
Yeah, similar to that. Yeah, so it's with him, comes bricks like this of urate.
From him?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's massive things. And yeah, he will spend most of his day inside that water bowl. It's his favorite thing on the planet.
Does he originally come from a a moist place.
Yeah, so I mean, with all of these snakes, it's difficult to get to the exact parameters.
Of course.
With corn snakes coming from Central America, roundabout, you need to keep their humidity a little bit higher. Temperature's not as high as these guys. These guys you want mid 30s around, and the humidity needs to be at about 70% so that they can shed. Not the same with corn snakes. Corn snakes, pretty much exact same environment that we're in at the moment.
Okay, so not
That's why
not
I
much
will
in-
always recommend a corn snake as an amazing first pet snake. They're not going to struggle to eat. You throw a mouse in there and you'll find it. And
Do you throw dead mice or?
yeah. So in South Africa, it's illegal to feed live mice.
Okay.
It's a little bit tricky because some animals are picky eaters. Like ball pythons are sometimes picky eaters. They won't always eat a frozen thawed animal just because it's not that exhilarating.
That's what I was gonna ask you, especially when you said that it's illegal to feed live prey. As to, you said that this guy with those pets there, it's to differentiate if something is dead or if it's alive.
That's where it becomes very difficult.
Yeah,
so you need to have a heat pad, or what guys do with frozen. So in the pet trade, at almost every pet shop you'll find there's a freezer filled with dead rats in there. So they CO2 the rats, make them fall asleep, and then they package them in little freezer bags, and then you have to thaw them out about an hour in lukewarm water, and just before you feed them you make sure that temperature is about 30 degrees. So it's a little bit of a science.
So you have to put in a thermometer in the water.
So a good guide to go off of, if you can put your hand in and it doesn't burn but it's still warm, then you know that it's a good temperature. It needs to be like you put your hand in and your hand's comfortable. Because if it's any colder than that, then it's lower than your body temperature.
Okay.
But yeah, that's why it's incredibly difficult if you're gonna do frozen thawed. So yeah, the government is unfortunately not helped us on that one.
Yeah, I think you should write them a letter to Parliament and say, hey guys.
Yeah, no. But yeah, no, we deal with it in whatever way we can, and
that's a beautiful boy, man.
no, definitely.
Yeah.
I think I should take this little guy
Yes,
So yeah, this guy is, when I put a mouse in here, he will do everything he can to get to it. He will jump out of this cage if
This guy,
he wants to get that mouse.
he's not venomous, right?
No.
So what's the difference between venomous and poisonous?
So I think there's only 2 species of poisonous snake in the whole world.
Okay.
Poisonous is if you yourself eat it, you will die.
Okay.
If it's venomous, they would have to inject
it. Okay.
So yeah, every single snake in South Africa is a venomous snake.
It's a venomous snake.
Yeah, and if a poisonous snake bites you, it's not going to do anything to you. It's only because of toxins that it would have in its skin that would potentially harm you.
And how big does this guy get?
That's fully grown. That's as big as a corn snake will ever get.
Okay. And what's the lifespan on this dude?
Also about 20 to 25 years.
20 to 25
Most
years.
snake reptile species, they'll do 20 to 25 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So irrespective of size?
Yeah, irrespective of size. I mean, that guy will also do, I mean it varies, but as a good generalization, they do 20 to 20, yeah.
Okay. And do they eat the same thing? Obviously not in the same quantities, but...
Yeah, no, like, I mean, this guy, you will start him off with a pinky mouse, which is a really, really tiny mouse without any fuzz when they're babies. And slowly now he's on adult mice, and he's been consistently one adult mouse for 1 week.
George eats once a week.
Yeah, all of these snakes, they'll eat once every 1 week or once every 2 weeks.
So they just eat once. So it's not... They're not really high maintenance animals.
No, so
besides the cages and...
Look, if you want a pet that's a little bit more exciting than a fish and less commitment than a dog, then a reptile is a perfect thing.
That's a good way. No, look, man, that's a very good saying.
Because yeah, look, water you want to keep fresh always.
So snakes drink water?
Yes, often. I mean, especially with a guy like him, he needs to be in water every single day so that he can keep his skin healthy, keep himself healthy.
Okay.
If a snake goes without water for a day, it'll die. So it's just about making sure that there's fresh water in the cage, but as long as they don't dirty that water, it can stay fresh for a while, and then feeding once a week. You can, if you have a snake, you can still go away on holiday for 2 weeks and not have to worry.
Yeah. And how does he dirty the water?
By pooing in it. It's his favorite activity. We put all of this newspaper out for him to poo on, and then he decides to poo in the water bowl.
Man.
Exactly. So just to make my life easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a little bit easier for them to poo in the water.
Okay. Oh, it's easier for them to
Yes.
poo in the water. And you said George's from America, the
Yeah,
middle
Central
of
America, yeah.
Central America is.
Yeah, so
Mexico
I mean,
and-
it just a little bit above South America. They are a little bit in the south of North America
so
as well.
Texas side.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, they fall in the category of colubrids. They fall in the category.
Colubrids.
Yeah, so
What
it's
are
a
colubrids?
thin-bodied long snake. America has a lot of colubrids, so you get rat snakes, corn snakes, racers.
Is this guy a constrictor?
Actually down here we have a constrictor. He's just a python.
Okay.
Let me see if I can. Oh, we have
Let's-
another
let's put
constrictor
this
up
back.
there. Oh, I'm scared to open that thing, man. I'll just leave it on.
Okay.
Because he's in an uncomfortable position. I don't want to irritate him.
I'm
too
thinking if you have another constrictor up there, maybe we can do that because
Yeah.
the lighting will be much
So we're not
better.
going to do this one.
The lighting will be much better
much.
up
You can bring
there.
him as well, but yeah, no. Megan is really a gorgeous snake. So she is a. Here we go. She is a Dumeral boa, a constrictor from Madagascar.
A Dumeral boa.
Oh.
So yeah, these guys are really not that common in South Africa
Oh,
at the
this is
moment.
strong. Yeah, I got to hold
Here we go.
Oh, he's strong, man. It's a she.
Yeah, she.
Megan.
So yeah, this is exactly how you'll find them in the wild. Most of the animals in here have got some other genetics in them, but yeah, this is exactly how you'll find them
Okay.
in the
Oh,
wild.
this is exactly how. Okay.
Just
Oh,
on
man.
the side, my love.
Oh, sorry, babe. Oh, but he feels she's beautiful,
Yeah.
man. These are actually very beautiful creatures, eh? And what's you said 20 to 25 years. So
Yes,
these don't-
exactly. Yeah.
So if is it like, because that guy is from Asia, right? And
Yes.
she's from Madagascar. Do they eat the same type of rats, or does
Yes.
she eat Madagascan rats?
So,
And that's why?
no, good question, but yeah, they all eat the same. So with our white-lipped tree viper over there, because they're from Asia, when they're small, they only eat these geckos that are specific to Asia. So we now need to go and hunt our house geckos to try and make a substitute. So
Okay.
luckily these animals have been captive bred in South Africa for a long time. The
Okay.
reptile trade is very much underground. It's not that well known.
Okay.
But yeah, they've been captive bred for a while, and there's so many people out there that know what they're doing. It's very easy to get exactly what you want out of them.
I don't know if the camera can show this, but it's like 3 different types of browns here. 4 different types of brown. No, 5 different types of browns. So it's like this greenish brown, a dark brown, a light brown, a really light brown, and a mud green.
My mom always says they look like a Louis Vuitton bag.
I've been thinking that. I just did not want to say it.
No, they do look like a Louis Vuitton bag, man. Ooh, this guy is strong. And how big does he get in the wild?
She will get quite a lot bigger. I think
Okay.
they do 3 to 4 meters. So yeah, she's still a little baby girl at the moment.
How
but
old is she?
She's 3 years now. They're slow growers.
Okay.
Dumeral boas are also very good first time pets because they're easy to kind of get your feet going. With a reticulated python, you feed them a rat one day and the next day you have to start feeding them rabbits. So
Oh, they eat different stuff.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, very easy eating. Temperatures are easy.
Yeah, but they feel cold to the touch, eh?
Yeah, so she is a little bit colder just because we are trying to replicate her temperatures in the wild.
Is Madagascar a cold place?
So, well, yeah, now in winter months, we do want to keep a
Oh, so
natural
you change.
cycle.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. No, that's amazing.
So,
man.
yeah, no, she's got full heating and UVB lighting in her cage just to try and simulate natural
Okay.
conditions as much as we can.
And how often do they poop?
Pretty much 2 to 3 days after their meal. They can do it more often than that, but it's after every meal they'll defecate. Yeah. So yeah, she's a big time burrower. She will sit underneath her substrate and wait until something lands on her head, and then she'll bite it. That's the only way to feed her. Is once she's burrowed under that substrate, you chuck a rat, and then she waits for it very patiently until it walks across her path. So
Okay.
they've got very good.
So do you
camouflage.
hold it with tongs and make it as if it's walking?
It's an art, man.
It is.
I'm a full-time professional rat puppet
Yeah.
man.
A
Yeah.
red server.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so And this guy is the same as a corn snake.
Yes,
You
yeah.
say, oh, he's got red eyes.
So yeah, that's the albino. I'll take them both out for you at the same time, and you
Are
can
there
kind
two
of
snakes in
compare.
here?
No, there's just the one. I'll take the other boy out that we just had up now.
Is this the girl?
Yeah, this is the girl.
And do they go on heat or with snakes as any time goes?
So they do have a cycle once a year.
Okay, just
So
once a year.
After
She's beautiful.
after brumation in winter, they do a brumation where their
What?
metabolism slows down like a bear almost.
Okay.
Metabolism slows down, they go off of eating, and then once they get back, they start pumping food. Once they get back to the summer months, spring months,
Okay.
start pumping food, and then that's when they're ready for a male.
Okay. So snakes sort of hibernate.
So colubrids specifically, yeah.
Colubrids.
with-
Oh, this guy is active, dude. Whoa, this guy's active. That guy's active.
He's giving us a show.
Oh yeah, you know.
Yes, he is. Ooh.
Just give us some time to act out a little tantrum over there. It's okay. Yeah, I know you were sleeping so nicely now.
Oh.
I just want to show you off. Oh no.
Man, she's beautiful. So you said that they have.
Yeah, so for a normal corn snake,
Mhm.
Unfortunately I don't have an example of that now.
Okay.
She's not
But is it
gonna
like, if it's like this, they just like have a 6-pack line in between?
literally, yeah.
Oh,
And then it's
okay.
multicolored, so it'll have
Oh,
like
multicolored.
one side is like a reddish color, and then the other side is a white color, a proper
Oh.
checkered to simulate the corn as much as possible.
Okay.
Because yeah, the thing is with colubrids, they're also snake eaters, like king snakes. Also colubrid, most of their diet in America is other snakes.
So as you said, the different types of snake is colubrids and.
So you get colubras, you get boa constrictors, you get pythons. I mean, and then with venomous, it goes on and on and on. There's
Like
lots of different-
vipers and
exactly.
and,
yeah.
Okay, and what's the difference between them?
So like with vipers, generally they're fatter bodied. They've got a cytotoxic venom, if I'm still correct, and then
Okay.
you get your elapids, which are like your black mamba. They've got a neurotoxic venom, and then you get your cobras, and yeah, the list goes on.
Okay, so they cluster behind the type of venom they have.
That and what type of body they have and what type of conditions they like to live
Okay.
in. Yes, yeah.
Oh no, that's interesting, man.
Yeah, look, I'm not an expert. I can just regurgitate the information I have in my head. So, yeah, I stand to be corrected, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Genetic in him. So,
Let's please just show this, man. It looks like
so
lips.
maybe we should go into the sunlight, because
I
then
think
his
so.
iridescence
Is
come
he?
out really nicely. There's some blues.
How are we gonna go to the sunlight?
Quickly go downstairs. It'll be completely pitch black.
It's gonna be completely pitch black.
Yeah.
Like even these things are gonna disappear.
Everything. So yeah, he's got increasing melanin gene. So the melanin is the black color that's coming through.
Yeah. Is it the way he's bred or is it the type
Yeah,
of
it's just
snake?
the genetics. So yeah,
Oh.
again, this guy in the wild will look completely different. Boa constrictor, they found in South America. But yeah, genetics, you can get this exact same snake in a white color if you want to. It's
Okay.
I can go through it a little bit with the ball pythons we have
Okay.
downstairs, just to show you how different the genetics vary.
And the first snake you showed us, it's slightly bigger than this one, but he has a much more muscular head, even
Yes.
pound for pound. And
Yeah,
why
no.
is that?
Sure. It's a difficult question.
Mhm.
I think he just has to. I mean, he's taking down rabbits. He needs to.
Oh,
have
in
a-
his. Okay. So
he-
it's okay.
It's comparative, but yeah, it's also because this guy's a constrictor and not a python. He doesn't have the same teeth. He doesn't have the same pits. It's completely different head structure. So
I always thought a constrictor was because they constricted the prey.
yeah, so all snakes actually do that. Every single snake
So
constrictor.
why are these guys called constrictors?
Yeah, that'd be up to the guy that named them.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, this guy is
but yeah,
beautiful.
they
Why are
main.
his eyes colored like this? Is he shading?
He's just shedding, yeah. So he's been struggling his whole life. It's just because of the genetics. The more genetics you put in an animal, it's actually more unhealthy it gets. It's unfortunate because you get bull pythons out there that have got 8-9 different genetics in them. And then those animals really don't have a long lifespan.
So in the wild, they wouldn't get that many genetics in them.
Well, nothing at all. They're completely normal. No genetics
when
at
you
all.
say genetics, because my understanding is genetics means you're breeding one snake to another snake.
Yes. Yeah, let me quickly show you what the ball pythons we have downstairs. So they can get about 5 kilos. So
Wow.
they're not going to get much longer. They just get thick. They
just
get very
thick.
fat. Yeah.
Is he called a ball python because he's rolled up in a ball?
Yes. Yeah. Exactly that. When they get scared, if you curl up his face, he's not tame. But yeah, for the most part, they're just going to roll up in a ball immediately.
Oh, let's show this. Oh, and they feel so beautiful, guys. Whoa, man.
But yeah, so then what you start getting into is,
Let's put this guy back.
of course, for the most part, he's albino. So what guys do is they have poachers out in West Africa looking for something like this, a 1 in a million animal.
Oh, okay.
And then they sell it to some guy in America for $500,000, and then this animal comes out. And you can start breeding it, and with albinos, it's a recessive gene. So if you bred that one to a normal bull python, all of the babies would carry the genetic for albinism. And then if you breed those babies together, then all of the babies would come out albino.
Okay.
Yeah, no, genetics is quite a long story, especially with these ball pythons. But yeah, no,
A bamboo ball python.
yeah.
So all these guys are ball pythons, but they have different colorations.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And what's cool with them, so this guy is codominant genetics. So if you bred this one to a normal female, 50% of the babies would come out looking like him. So it's pretty cool.
It is so cool, man. And he's got a thick body, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're really thick.
Genetic characteristic that they look for. Here's another pied one.
So this guy, right? The different, is he shedding? Is it why he's different?
That's just like over here. That's the normal coloration, and then this is the pied over here, and then over here this is his normal coloration, and the whiteness is the pied.
Okay.
So it's like a little bit of a.
Sure, this guy is beautiful, man. This looks like you painted it, dude. Like
much.
an unfinished painting.
It's really art. It's really art.
Yeah, I know. So when you guys breed these snakes, do you breed it so the head is black and the body's white, or is it like a gamble?
Not really. Hey, with these guys, it's pretty easy to get it exactly how you want it, as long as you know your genetics. So the plan is to breed these two together, and it would pretty much get babies that look exactly like this one, which is
the head like this.
That's the end outcome. So you can, if you wanted that it's just the head, you just breed all of the babies together that have that specific trait that you're looking for.
So okay. So if you breed these guys together, what are the chances that they'll just have the head like this?
So it's going to be like a 50-50, right? But if I had another one that looked like this one, it would be 100%, right?
Whoa.
So they're not that random. If you know your genetics, it's pretty easy. But what's special about this guy are these little cow patches. These are very special snakes.
No, they are, man. Oh, they feel like silk. How old is this?
I mean, I would have cleaned the cages yesterday or so that's a day old.
That's a day old. Oh. It feels like a plastic bag.
Let me see if I can open it up. I'm just going to land up tearing it. Yeah, okay, no. So there's this milky liquid that sits underneath their skin that kind of makes it sticky afterwards. So unless they left it in a long piece, it's not going to come out.
Wow, man. This is amazing, dude.
Let me take out the elephant poos out there.
Oh, so that's I've always wondered the snake's poo, and if so, what it looked like.
Yeah, so the urates, the pee actually comes out.
I feel alive. It feels like Velcro.
Pretty much, yeah. So he's got really rough, hard scales.
He does, man.
He needs to be badass to live in Australia. There's a lot of things coming from him.
Yeah. So does he know you?
Oh, yeah, no. Well, not me specifically. He knows humans. He's become very accustomed to humans because, I mean, when we first got him, he couldn't even have a person touching him. And now he's so calm, he's even sleeping in your hand.
Yo. And why is this skin? Is this the one that shoots stuff out of his eye?
No. No, those are, I think those are the rough scaled guys from America.
Just lower your hand a bit.
Okay. Yo, and tell us about the colorations. Is it...
So yeah, he's got like a little bit of an orange coloration again for genetics. They're a little bit more brown and white when they're native in Australia. But a lot of our animals have actually been rescues from the vet, people that can't look after them correctly. So this guy was brought into the vet with a metabolic bone disease. It just means that they didn't give him either calcium or a UVB light so that he can actually absorb the calcium and keep his bones strong. So he'll never be able to be active like what he could have been just because previous owner didn't look after him the way he could have. And I mean, he never really fully developed his tail. It should have.
Yeah, I was going to ask why the tail looks a bit snug.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people get into these animals thinking that it's a good idea and then don't really know how to look after them correctly, not doing the proper research.
No, it seems like they need a lot of research, eh?
Yeah.
Why does its feet look like they are inside out?
Yeah, no, that's
It looks like let's show them the. It looks like that's the thumb, but it's
yeah, the wrong way around.
like, yeah. Okay, so they're meant to be like
Yes,
this.
yeah, no, definitely.
Okay.
He's a normal boy.
Oh my, how do you know he's a boy?
It's just guesswork. It's just guesswork. We'll luckily never have to breed him. We'd never want to breed him. He's
Why
just
is
a
that?
pet. No,
Yeah, these all originate from?
from the same parents, right? At the end of the day.
All of these guys.
Well, I mean, more or
Most
less.
of them, yeah.
Adam and Eve style.
Yo, no, this is, and you say you intentionally breed these
Yeah,
circles.
look for those stripes. So, I mean, for this guy, you're looking for these stripes. The better the stripe down the back, the better the genetic is.
This is beautiful, man. They all look like, oh, this is so beautiful.
Your options aren't exactly perfect. You'll struggle.
Okay.
Yeah, decent.
And this is temperature control
For
for
everything,
everything,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, so it's 29 degrees Celsius for all of these guys.
Yeah, so now in winter time, it's breeding season for these ball pythons. So reports up to 30, but I mean the average is 4 to 6. It really depends if it's her first clutch, how big she is. But yeah, I mean you can get out a female that produces 30 a year, and they only breed once a year.
And how many and how long does it take, the gestational period?
Quite long. I mean the whole process will take a year.
Okay.
Once she's laid the eggs, you have to get this big incubator. If you're running a smaller scale things, then you can do it in a smaller fridge, but we've got a big fridge
Does it
incubator.
need to be in the cold?
No, it needs to be heat, very hot, almost 35 degrees it needs to be, and also at a 90% humidity. It needs to be wet without being wet. As soon as it gets wet, it'll get moldy. So yeah, if you do it correctly, you can have all of the eggs hatch out, but if you don't really know what you're doing, you'll kill all those eggs very
And
quickly.
how long are the eggs, like how long after she's taken out the egg?
I think it's 50 days if I'm not
50 days.
mistaken. Yeah,
Okay.
but I
Now,
stand
that's
to
a
be
long
correct.
time.
It
eh?
is,
One must
yeah.
be patient. So it's up to a year in the mom's body.
Well,
And
let me
then-
quickly get the dates out for you, so that of the clutch, then you would get an identical copy of the mother and father.
Oh, okay.
It's confusing, I must say. It's difficult to get through all of it, but yeah.
So I thought they were all the same species.
Yeah, they are.
So how is this one a ball and this one a hypo?
So that's the name of the genetic, right?
Oh. No, I
Just like you
understand.
get a normal ball python, you get an albino ball python,
Okay.
and you get a clown ball python.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's just the
okay.
name of the genetics. I mean,
Okay.
people name these things very funky names. Like there's an anthrax ball python.
And he's
Yeah, I'm
talking.
trying to be normal.
Oh man, wow. No, this is interesting today. This is really
And very
interesting.
informative.
So you use this COVID temperature thing to test if
Yeah, so that STC controller over there is, I mean, I brew beer down Silver Lakes Road. That's my day job.
okay.
We even use it for that. So what it does is it makes sure that the temperature never goes further low than what you want it to be and higher than what you want it to be. As soon as it does, it shuts off the electricity.
Okay.
And then it turns it on. So it's
Whoa.
and you can even set it to different temperatures at different times of the day. But yeah, that controls all of the heating at the back over here. I don't know if
I
it's.
see this guy's looking at us. Can you see
Oh
us?
yeah, no, he can see you. It's thinking how long until my next meal. From follicles to eggs takes about 3 months, and then takes about 55 days once she's laid those eggs in an incubator. Obviously, the hotter you incubate them at, the faster that they'll come out.
Really?
Yeah, and even with some gecko species, the higher temperature you can make them females, and with lower temperature you can make them males. So you can, if you want more females than males, then you put it at a higher temperature. It's quite cool. Even some monitor species are like that. They've learned to at what temperature you incubate them, and then you can even have it at the temperature that you get a 50-50 split. Unfortunately, not like that with ball pythons, but yeah, you can just try and speed up the process. But it's always good to let them incubate for as long as possible to soak up that albumin from the egg for as long as possible, so that when they come out, they're healthy babies.
Okay.
Most of the time, they're not going to take food immediately when they come out of the egg. They're going to be
How
petrified.
long does it take for them to take food?
I mean, sometimes it can be a week, sometimes it can be a couple of months. They're still soaking up that yolk sac for a long time. They've got a little belly button that they soak up their yolks.
Snakes have belly buttons.
They do. Yeah, if I had a younger boa constrictor, they still keep their belly buttons for a long time. Yeah, then I'd be able to show you, but yeah, unfortunately none of these.
Did you know snakes have belly?
Yeah.
This is amazing, dude. What?
Yeah, I mean, and then over here, I don't know if anyone showed you this before. This is what they call their cloaca. So this is, yeah, so it's a little flap next to these little prongs over here. So this is where they defecate from, and their sexual organs are kept inside over here.
Okay.
So yeah, it's the same as birds. They pee and poo the same place where they make their babies.
Okay.
Yeah. And with boa constrictors, they have little claws over there. I don't know if you can see it nicely. They can actually extend those little claws to stimulate females. They can actually pull it out. There are a lot of videos out on YouTube of how they pull that claw out and actually scrap on the female to let her know. In the mood. Yeah.
You all know this guy is beautiful. And you say he's gonna, babe, look at that color. Look at that color. It's like purple, green, like almost like gorgeous, a dark rainbow.
Really is gorgeous.
No, yes. But you say he's gonna turn pitch black.
Yeah, eventually. It'll take some time, but yeah, that's the increasing melanin gene. That's what they do. That's what you want, is that you want it to be pitch black, and then that iridescence color takes up their whole body. It's gorgeous. But yeah, it does take some time, unfortunately.
How long?
20 years.
20 years?
Yeah. Some genetics.
Ooh, look at this fat guy. One a fat gecko.
He's so chubby.
We'll do the spiders after this.
Moving
you
at
didn't
all.
shoot.
Okay, no.
Okay, cool. Yeah?
So yeah, no, she's heavily pregnant, so yeah, she's not going to move much. She's actually on her egg laying box now, so hopefully we'll get some eggs out of her soon. But yeah, they're from an island.
Can I touch her?
Yeah, of course.
Ooh, she doesn't feel like the beta. She looks like the beta dragon,
Yeah,
but
no,
does
they're
not
very
feel like
soft.
it.
They are very soft. Yeah, island called New Caledonia. There's a few other gecko species, but yeah, these guys are arboreal. They sit in the trees the whole day. Let me see if I can. Here we go. And yeah, they need very high humidity where they're from.
Okay.
They can climb up glass with these little pads of theirs.
Oh my goodness, I can see he's going up your skin. Is he scratching you?
No, not at all. I'll bring out your hand.
Nah.
Trust me.
It feels like a human hand.
Exactly. It's super soft skin. There we go. She did a little jump over there.
I saw that. He feels like a human hand, eh? And how old is she?
How old do you think she is, love?
Probably 4 or 5.
And what's the lifespan on these guys?
15, right?
I think 15.
Okay. In the wild, how long do they live?
Much less.
Yeah, because of all the animals that get
So this is a very special gecko. It's a Lichionis gecko.
Do you guys know? When I was this show, like there was a gecko called Gaspar.
No, I don't know.
What is this called? There was he looks just like this guy.
But yeah, this is the biggest gecko species in the world. That thing is going to get that big that it'll fit your entire forearm. It's going to get massive. Yeah, these guys are very rare in South Africa. Very exclusive animals to pride and joy.
Oh, he looks amazing, man. Is this his ear?
Yeah.
Is that his ear?
And what do they eat?
So over time, people have formulated like a little porridge for them. So in the wild, they'll eat fruits and stuff like
Yeah.
fruits that are overripe. They'll eat them because they're a little bit softer. But now there's a powder that's got fruits and insects ground up that we mix in like Future Life.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And they eat that. What's his name?
This is Negan Lucille.
Megan Lucille.
Negan.
Negan.
Yeah,
from The Walking Dead.
I did.
Yeah, all of the animals are from TV shows.
And what's the lifespan on this guy?
I think the same as the crested geckos.
Exactly the same. Yeah.
So when is he gonna hit his growth spurt?
I mean, he's a couple of months old. He's
Just a few months old.
Yeah,
he's already bigger than the house geckos.
Exactly. Yeah.
So where's he from?
Also New Caledonia.
New Caledonia. So Caledonia has a lot of
There are a lot
gecko
of these
species.
species. Yeah, they do.
Oh man.
But yeah, he's growing so quickly. I mean, we've only had him for 2 months, and he's doubled in size.
Yeah. And then when they get really big, are they still as athletic?
No, they're like a little potato. They just
Oh,
rest around.
okay. Oh man, that's amazing. And what spiders are these? Thank you so
We've
much.
got a lot of different species. So here we've got golden knee.
Don't bring the
chocolate
spiders
golden-
out,
No,
please.
I don't touch them, man. That's too scary for me. Then in here we've got these Indian ornamental tarantulas. There's 2 of them. Yeah, they're really gorgeous.
Indian
animals.
ornamental tarantulas. Whoa.
Then in here we've got these pink-toed tarantulas.
Ooh. Do they have pink toes?
They're actually called versicolors, right? The common name is pink toes, but I don't know why they call them pink toes. It doesn't make
No,
sense.
pink toes is a different.
No, they are called pink toes.
You get pink toes with the physical pink
Yes,
toes,
yeah.
and then you get the versicolors, which is these.
Yes,
Okay. Oh, is this the venomous guy?
that's the venomous guy over there. So that's
SpongeBob and Patrick.
that was the previous inhabitants. Of there.
Okay.
But yeah, no, this is her name's Pam. She's a white-lipped tree viper, also from Asia.
Okay.
One of her children has bitten me before.
And how did you survive?
No, their venom's very mild.
Okay.
It's just young and dumb. Yeah, we were breeding them, and they do about 30 young every year. They do live birth, which is pretty cool.
Whoa.
Yeah, but
So there are snakes that do live birth.
yeah. So boa constrictors also. Let me just close that cage before I forget. Boa constrictors also do live birth. They actually incubate the eggs inside their stomach
Whoa.
instead of just laying the
Externally.
eggs and letting the eggs hatch.
Okay. And these fish, why is this one so fat?
Look, those fish are the bane of our existence. We got them a long time ago, and they just don't seem to die. We don't have the heart to release them anyway.
Of course. No, but this one is fat, dude.
He's really fat.
What fish is he?
They're just normal comets, goldfish.
They're clearly well fed, so why would they die?
You think they're all fed, hey? I mean, we can forget about them for months, and they'll keep on growing.
They're strong-willed.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So these are the same type of fish?
Yeah, they're both comets. So a few years ago, I had a Cayman species, a crocodile.
Yeah,
And I bought a few of these fish for that crocodile as food, and the crocodile didn't eat any of them, and then they became pets. And they're still going. They survived the crocodile, and now they are.
And caimans are native to the Americas, right?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay. Oh no, these are beautiful fish, man. And what stays in here?
Those are the geckos that I
Oh,
was
the
showing you.
geckos. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
so
heard-
there's another crested gecko inside here, and then these are all the tarantulas.
So are they? Because I heard some geckos give birth without mating, like the females.
Yeah,
just
so the day geckos, they produce asexually. So
day
the-
geckos.
Yes, yeah. So they're green guys. So every single one of them is a female, and they can just carry on.
So they
Asexually
just
producing.
replicate themselves.
Exactly.
Do they still have the memories, or is it
No,
like
no.
it's a
Yeah, it's a
so
copy.
it's essentially a baby, but
Yeah, so it's an identical copy to them, but
Oh.
yeah, it'll breed their own brain.
okay. Oh no, that's amazing stuff, dude.
Yeah.
It's amazing stuff. Yes. Whoa, man! But you've got a really good habitat here, eh?
Thanks, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a labor of love, a labor nonetheless.
Exactly,
but-
yeah, no, they are children. We have to give them the best.
Yo, no, that's a big snake. And you say he's gonna get bigger than that?
Massive. Like, if you see how big that those guys get, I mean, he's only 2 meters now. He's going to get 9 meters.
So what are you gonna do with him when he's 2 meters? Are you going to get the? Is he gonna have?
So yeah, once he's 9 meters long, he's going to go into a massive outdoor enclosure.
Okay.
All of these snakes, when they get to their full-grown size, will do outdoor enclosures for them.
Okay. And then if they're outdoors, are you still gonna be able to regulate their temperatures?
Yeah, so I mean, luckily our temperatures are fairly easy to, because we don't have snowy days.
Yeah, we don't have extreme.
And it doesn't get extremely hot either. So like a lot of the guys in Florida, they do the exact same thing. They have outdoor enclosure, and then there's a little box that they can go to if they need heat, a little hide. That they can, if they're really getting cold, then they just go and chill inside there. But yeah, look, our humidity is around 60% most of the year, so if it's a little bit lower in the cage, then just spray it on that day, so it won't be too difficult.
Cool. Nick, thank you so much.
Of course, no thanks, it's been great having you.
It's a pleasure to come visit you with all these exotics, man.
No, it's been great to show off. Yeah.
And if the people at home want to get in touch with you, how do they get?
No, don't contact me.
Don't contact you.
No, we're on NKB Reptiles on YouTube and on Instagram. NKB.
NKB.
Yeah, that's correct.
NKB Reptiles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nick, I am blown away.
No, that's good to hear.
Yeah, I am blown away. Very educated. No, I am. I this was a good day.
No, good. I'm glad. I love talking about them. I mean, she gets a little bit crazy with me having so much to say about it.
Good thing she loves animals.
Exactly. No, I'm very lucky.
Thank you so much for having us. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for having us. Okay, guys, see you in the next episode of Pause, Close, and More. XIH. Oh, so it's a pattern that repeats itself.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.